That tight chest, sweaty hands, racing heart, that's fear. But fear starts in the amygdala, not in your thoughts. Your body reacts before your brain catches up. That's why fear feels so real. Train your body, calm your mind. You can't think your way out of fear. You have to feel your way out. And that's what I want to talk about today. The physiology of fear. Where does it live? Because if you know where it lives, you can start to dismantle it and move through it, and ultimately not be stuck by it. So I like to teach people that fear actually lives in your body. It's like your higher self. It's like your adult self. It's like the part of you that says, okay, let's analyze this. What's happening here? Is this a real threat? It feels like there's a tiger. There's a tiger in the audience. So what do? You can train your body to stay in the present moment. You can teach your body to stay in the prefrontal cortex so that you can think your way out of a situation. We run from the tiger, or we freeze and hope we didn't notice it. But the amygdala has already sent out the signal. The body is already reacting. So what do you experience? You experience fear. Your mind is a little bit like an observer. It's where your thoughts are, but your body is where the sensations are. Or a threat that maybe used to be a threat, but no longer is. Like a public speaking situation, right? If you're nervous to speak in public, the amygdala is kind of firing off like there is a tiger in the audience that might eat me. When in reality, there's probably not a tiger in the audience, but your body doesn't know that. All your body knows is there is some kind of threat and I need to run from it or freeze and hope I didn't notice it. Your mind is a little bit like an observer. It's where your thoughts are. Body is where the sensations are. And those sensations are fear. That's that tight chest, sweaty palms, racing heart. Train your body, calm your mind. And these sensations are powerful. They're like fight or flight, run from it, or freeze and hope I didn't notice it. Those are the three patterns most people do under stress. They fight, they flight, or they freeze. And what I've learned from working with people who have anxiety and working with elite athletes is that the first place that you feel fear is in your chest. They learn how to be in their prefrontal cortex so they can make the right decisions and not be hijacked by their amygdala. It's right here. I mean, when you're really nervous, you feel it in your chest. You get a lump in your throat. It's hard to swallow, so that's where it starts. And then from there, it radiates out. It goes into your upper back. It goes into your shoulders. It goes into your arms. Sometimes it'll go all the way down into your fingertips. You get these pins and needles. That's the energy that's moving. You also notice that your heart starts racing. Your pulse quickens, it starts to pound, and then your breathing changes. So your body is preparing you for action. So this is what happens. In a state of fear, the amygdala, which is the part of your brain that processes emotions, perceives a threat. It doesn't even have to be a real threat. It just has to be something that your mind interprets as a threat, and then it activates the sympathetic nervous system. That's your fight or flight response. And it floods your body with adrenaline and cortisol. And that creates the physical sensations that we associate with fear. What happens next is really interesting because at the same time, the prefrontal cortex, that's your rational brain, tries to take over and make sense of the situation. The problem is when the amygdala misfires. And what I mean by that is it perceives a threat that isn't really there. That's why when we experience fear, when we experience anxiety, it feels so real. Now, what's interesting is you can train your body to not run from the tiger or to not freeze when there is a tiger in the audience. So that's why I love working with athletes, because they learn this skill. They learn how to be in the present moment. I hope that helps. I hope you can see now that fear is stored in your body, not your mind.